Hey everybody, Nikolei here from rcgroups.com. Today we're reviewing the Walkera Goggle 4. As you can see, it's their new release with their single monitor FPV goggle. As you may know, their other releases were more like the Fat Sharks with the dual monitors on it. And this one is an exciting one to try out, so I'm glad I got to get one. As you can see, it's got a nice, durable, shiny case. It is decent size. It's not too big and it's not too heavy, so it actually rides rather comfortably on the head. But I'll give you a quick tour of what's available on it, and then we'll go from there. So you can see that there is dual diversity antennas on here. It comes with a left-hand circular polarized and a standard whip antenna. So that'll pick the stronger signal of the two. This is your receiver module button. And what that is for is once you get your channel selected, you can push that button and it activates the receivers to bring in your video signal. Right here you have your channel select buttons, and right here you have your menu joystick. So this will be used for any of the on-screen menus to select your brightness, contrast, and video sources, and all of your menu options will be done right in this little joystick. Real nice feel to that joystick. You can feel a little clicking in there. But it's got a real nice feel. Hidden under this panel right here, you may be able to see it, is your AV out and your USB power. So it's got a micro USB power right there, and that comes with a USB cord that powers you back to the battery pack here. And what's nice about that is you can use any USB power bank, you know, the ones that are popular in the stores now, or any USB power source, and you can power it through that since it is a USB cord instead of going through the stock battery. The next thing you'll notice is the battery pack on the back. It has a 5-volt output here and then a socket for the charger, and on the other side is your on-off switch with two lights. One will be red for when it's charging, one will be green when it's done. And then the goggles themselves have actually some really nice padding here. This isn't just cheap foam. This has got some, it's got some rubbery vinyl on top of it. So it's going to last a nice long time. But it's really nice. It feels good on the face, and I'm glad they added that addition. It's really nice to have on there. The lens in there is, from what I've read, is actually a mirror refracted picture. But from what I've played with it, it's been a very nice clear picture, and I've really enjoyed working with it. On the other side is another hatch here. There's nothing actually in there. There's a couple empty ports, but I imagine that will be used in some of their future versions. They have a couple updated DVR versions that'll be coming out, and that's probably what that'll be used for. So as you can see, it's a really nice case here, and I'll put some pictures in the video right about now showing kind of how it fits on my head. It'll give you a little bit of idea of the size of it and how it lays on the head, but it fits really nice. I haven't had any issues adjusting the straps or getting it to fit on my head. It all fits really nice. One other thing to note is everybody wonders, I'm wearing glasses, so does it fit? Well, here's my glasses. So you can see I've got kind of rectangular shaped lenses, medium size, not too big. They do actually fit in here, just barely. And so I have been able to wear the goggles with my glasses, which has been helpful. But after a minute or two, they start fogging up. And part of that is going to be due to the fact that they didn't have an exhaust fan or a cooling fan anywhere in here. So unfortunately, while you might be able to wear your glasses, the chances of it fogging up, depending on your weather or air conditions, it's probably going to happen. So a nice little cooling fan might be able to be modded in here, or maybe Walkera in their next version will have something like that. So the receiver in here, I will note, is you'll be able to get your full 40 channels, including your sport band, and so you'll be able to select any FPV 5.8 gigahertz transmission that you'll be sending out. The stock battery is a 2-cell 1200 milliamp LiPo, and like I said, it does come with the USB cord here. So this plugs into the back, just like that, and then this plugs into here, if I can get it in the right direction, and then that's your setup. It's a nice little short USB cord, high quality USB. It's got the rubberized coating. It's going to last a long time. But like I said, you can hook up any USB power pack or any other USB power source to that when this battery dies, and you'll be FPVing all day long. So as I mentioned a minute ago, there is an AV out port jack here hidden under the panel with the USB power. So you can hook up any 3.5 millimeter AV cord, AV cable into that jack there to get your signal out to another monitor. But there is actually hidden another AV port here, right here on the bottom. That's for your AV input. So you can hook up another video source and plug it into the goggles, and then you'll be able to get a different video signal right into the goggle instead of through this receiver. So the whole goggle setup weighs only 1.16 pounds. I would compare it to the head plays, but I'd say it's a little bit lighter, and because it's a smaller form, it's gonna weigh in your head better than the head plays. It's very light setup. It's not foam. It is a plastic frame, so it's a little more substantial. But I haven't had any issues with wearing them so far. So I've been really happy with these. The only thing I've noticed is that there's just no exhaust fan on there. So wearing my glasses with this just hasn't quite worked out. But we'll see what we can figure out. So we'll show you a little bit here. Let me hook this up, and I'll come back with some on-screen options. Alright, so I went ahead and turned on the goggles and plugged in my little nano quad for some video source here. And as you can see, we've got a nice clear picture. It's got good color, which you probably can't see on the camera too well. But you'll also see that it shows the frequency up on the top, as well as your FPV goggle battery voltage. And then if I can show it down here and toggle, you've got menu options for your brightness, contrast, color, hue, and language. So that's using the little joystick here on the side. But you've got some nice options here. It's a nice big screen. It's clear from side to side, and it's got a really nice picture. So I think you're going to like this. For the price, you really can't go wrong for a nice big goggle like this. So here you have it, guys, the Walkera Goggle 4 FPV goggles. Like I said, they're retailing for $179. And I think for an intro FPV goggle, if you want that the single monitor visual aspect over the dual monitors, I think this is a really nice way to go. I haven't had any issues with it. I've really liked it. The only issue, like I said, that I've had with it is the lack of the FPV or of the little cooling fan on it, so that I can wear my glasses without them fogging up. But overall, for a beginner FPV goggles, these have been really nice. So make sure to check out my full review at rcgroups.com, and thanks for tuning in.